Hey folks, welcome back to Kinlaig, and I've just finished doing a soybean contract. We've got loads of contract kit around the farm, and I wanted to basically dump the excess soybeans on the floor in the silo, whatever this storage thing is. It did a weird thing. It put it in the storage, and I'm not sure if we lost some crop in the process of doing that, because I couldn't tip it in the dump because it can only take 2 types of crop, I think, and by doing this I forced it in, and yeah, I'm not sure if we lost some stuff. Anyway, we've done a whole load of contracts. We have a lot more cash, and I'm kind of shopping for stuff now. We will be purchasing some stuff later on. First video back of the new year. The end to the year was a little bit rough. So yeah, not the best end to the year. We've got a little offer. We can sell the sunflowers. Canola we will be selling soon. Just finished a sugar beet contract in the field next to the farm, and we got an excess of 42,000 litres, which was quite nice. More stuff to feed the BGA with. You'll see that in the next video, which I have got recorded ready to go. And the next thing I wanted to test was running courseplay with 2 vehicles. I've not done that yet in FS25, and I thought it would be fun to test. I did this so long ago. I think I was doing this while I was on holiday still. I know this is the last of the videos that were recorded on holiday. In fact, this video was finished post-holiday, I think. Yeah. This video was finished post-holiday. So I've got canola to sell, which is nice. Get some more cash coming in. This is what I mentioned about the straw in the field in the last video. This is still there now in January in-game. I'm actually thinking of baling it just to get it off the field. I'm going to wait and see. There's some weather coming in the future in the game, and I'm wondering if that will get rid of it. So we've got 4.5 grand for the canola, which is quite nice. Did a red beet contract using the harvester that we've got in game, because it can do multiple crops, so that was kind of cool. Another whole heap of cash from more contracts. Kind of the downside of doing these time-lapse videos is it's sometimes hard to keep up with what's going on. You get a general flavor though, so yeah, it is what it is, I guess. And it's not helped by the fact that I did a lot of this in the past. I'm hoping to be a little bit more up to date with stuff. So yeah, getting the tractor repaired. I'm not going to repair the front loader. Front loaders work whether they're repaired or not. Maybe that's something they should fix. I do wish. So we're going to pick up this bunning trailer on sale, because it doesn't matter if trailers are old and a little bit broken. This might be the point where we buy our new bit of kit. I'm going to have a play with this gear spreader from the Prairies and Plains DLC, question mark, and we're going to get ourselves a new tractor. A JCB, another one. So we're going to stick with JCBs. We're going to be financing this. So this, I think, is Ross N Mods 1, which is better than the Islands 1 for a number of reasons. Partly because it's not a DLC one, so it's going to be better anyway. But yeah, it's not a Giants one. Number plate picked from YouTube channel members and patrons. Alan, you are our JCB, and we're going to be financing a 30% deposit because I've got a bit more cash. I'll get it paid off, or lower monthly payments, 2-year financing. And yeah, I want to use this gear spreader. It's not very region appropriate, but I really liked using them in the past. We've got a load of digestate. I want to get the grass sorted, so that's the plan. And yeah, the straw on that field in the distance kind of just sits in my eye line for the next like 3 or 4 in-game days. and is consistently bugging me. There's other fields on the map that have it, but I can't see those, so they don't bug me as much. But that one is, I don't know, you guys may know, does snow get rid of it? Does snow get rid of straw? I can't remember if in FS22 where the snow got rid of grass and therefore maybe straw. So it was a soybean field. It was one of the soybean fields that I harvested, and because I've got Yoss's mod that gives straw from more fields, we've got straw sat there. And because I've got tip anywhere, I could just go pick it up. It's still sat there at this point in January, and it's kind of annoying me. So yeah, anyway. The intent is to be back properly-ish now. Getting back to starting work has been kind of a shock to the system, as it probably has been for most of you. I had 2 weeks off work, which is a fair bit. I don't know how much time most of you guys had, guys and girls, and however you choose to identify, had off work. Where I work pretty much shuts for a week and a bit, and most people extend that out to 2 weeks off work, which is kind of cool because it means you go back to work and nothing's happened in that 2 week period, which is nice. But you know, going back is a bit of a shock. Going back to having to get up early, and I'm generally a pretty getting up early kind of person, but having to get up early sucks. Getting in the car yesterday at 5 in the morning was not fun. In the ice, we didn't have snow here. Apparently it's going to snow at work, and I've got to go back into work later this week, so hopefully that would have gone by then. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. What else has happened? Oh yeah, my laptop died over Christmas. That sucked. So I'm testing out recording audio on the new laptop, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that was a not fun time, but oh well. And yeah, I'm very out of practice at doing this, as you can tell by the slightly stilted, slightly jolted stuff. What have I been playing over Christmas? Lots of Timberborn. I've been playing a new Timberborn map, which has just eaten my life. Mainly because Timberborn will run when my old laptop wasn't behaving. It's about the only game that would run Schedule 1, because Schedule 1 dropped a big update with mushrooms. Couldn't play Farm Sim particularly, and couldn't play PMR on my laptop because the laptop just wasn't running well for a long time. So yeah. But started playing this again over the weekend, and it's kind of cool. After getting everything set up again, you know, the fun of setting up a new computer. But anyway, new dog is settling in well, still getting used to all of that stuff, and we haven't really left him yet, which is, yeah. Getting this field slightly fertilized with what we had left as well. Silage bales are almost fermented, still grass at the moment. We're going to get the BGA loaded up. Fun fact about this BGA, it doesn't share throughput, so we can put in the sugar beet cut and manure once we start getting it as well. So yeah, we can have this running multiple things, which is good because it makes up with the fact that it's not the fastest BGA in the world, but it is. Between that and my heavy contracting while I was away, it has allowed us to expand the farm quite nicely, and we've got BGA now, got another nice tractor, and there's a few other things that are going to be coming in the next video, which is going to put us in a really good position for doing some fun stuff in this save going forward. So how much have we got left of the video? But on the Maypole save, I was going to do this triple crop rotation thing with So we're going to get the wheat sold, and then we're going to go on to selling the carrots, which is going to take a while. So yeah, of oats, carrots, grass. But I think with Maypole it's going to take a while. So I'm going to do it on here, because I think on here I can get through it quicker. Just because I tend to get more stuff done. I mean, we're already into our 1st December. And in the next video, we'll probably get into spring already, or close to spring. We don't actually get to spring, but we'll be close to it. So I'm going to test that on a couple of fields on here, probably a couple of fields. So it's, yeah, oats as early as possible. Harvest those, get carrots in, get those harvested, then winter grass cover crop, and just see just how much money we make off of that. And what I might do is do that 1 year. So we're going to start selling the carrots now. I'm going to lease belts. I'm not going to manually load that. It'll take forever. It took a long time anyway. But this is going to be a nice big injection of cash. So these carrots came from these 2 fields. These were both carrots. Yeah, and then what I might do the next year is the same 2 fields, put in a more normal crop, maybe double silage or something like that, and see how much we would have got from doing that, just to compare it. But yeah, we have a lot of carrots to sell. It was a lot of trips. But it was a kind of time investment, and therefore good return on investment. You'll see the cash is going to go up a lot in the next few trips. So it's the nice thing about having the fast track and a decent sized trailer is we can get this done fairly quickly. So yeah, and that's because there's a lot of driving around this map to get to sell points. It's one of the reasons I wanted the fast track. Possibly want a bigger trailer at some point, although I'm not sure this fast track will handle a bigger trailer. We'll see. But yeah, I think I'm down to the last load now. I did cut a lot of this out because it was a lot of backwards and forwards, a lot of shuffling around this thing. Pain in the ass. Super strength is definitely needed for dealing with this stuff. If you're playing console and you use these, I don't know how you do. Yeah, pain in the ass. But also a lifesaver, because manually loading all of this would take a very long time. So get rid of those. They were really cost-effective way of loading a lot of stuff. I guess the other one you could use is there's the groomy thing that picks up root crops. But yeah, up over a couple £100,000 again. Actually, there's a mod. There's that mod that's come out that pays you interest on your bank balance, which, with how much money we have on here, would be interesting. I think we went 125 grand on the carrots, which definitely nice. A bit more silage to throw into the BGA. I need to add in a modded bale spike, because using this manure fork is not the best for driving around with bales on. I don't know if I've added it in yet, but I do add in Akimobil's gearbox mod. It's definitely better for this tractor. It still has slight funnies with going between forwards and reverse. It's definitely better. Definitely improves things. Probably do with a bit more food by the looks of it. Now I could pick that up with the manure fork, but the bucket's bigger. So, yep, nailed it. Meant to do that. And as you can see it there, it's not changing into forwards range. Anyway, kind of what it does. I think the last thing I end up doing is clearing up the soybeans and tipping them into trailer, maybe. But that then puts them straight into the here anyway. So, but because they're already showing in the storage. So I don't know. I don't get how these things work really. So, but yeah, anyway, that's the first video pretty much done. We'll be going back to Maypole soon once I get a chance to record it, but I had these are nice easy videos to make, and I had this one waiting, so yep, that's where we started. If you enjoyed it, click the like button, comments, questions, suggestions, stick them below. Yeah, thank you to patrons and YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys sticking about. Our things have been very inconsistent, and yeah, we'll see you all again next time. And looking forward to sticking out more videos on here, because I am playing this one quite a bit more now. So yeah, a lot more to come, and see you all again in the next one.